Okay, so we'll give Remy a few more minutes to come on board here. What the devil was that? Okay. So the question is she still there? Okay, she said she's going to try. Yeah, so go to if you're logged on RIM, then go and look for the chat button to the right of the window, and just go in there and say hi, so I know you're actually part of the stream. Okay. Now, to build a data warehouse, of course, a data warehouse is nothing more than a bunch of related tables in a database. Okay. And there's a well there I'm going to say there's two or three different ways in Postgres to create a table. You can do it. The first step, of course, is creating a database itself. You can sort of use a tool to define the tables. You can also write the actual SQL language to create the tables. And the easy way, if you understand a little Python, is use Python to actually import and create your tables at the same time. So the first step, I would say, is to create all the tables for all the CSV files. Then you could go back and you're going to define the primary and the then you could go back and you're going to define the you're going to define define the primary and the foreign keys. Okay. You come over here. We take a look at the diagram provided. Okay. Let's zoom in here a little bit. These here, the white, should be, I'm thinking, all the tables, all the CSV files. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 or 10 CSV files. Okay. You probably just want to use these as a name, the name of the files. Although you can call the tables anything you want to. Since they all begin with dim underscore, you could probably just use the last part. You can do type country, category country, country, date. Okay, go to the chat window then. Go to the chat and type hi in the chat window, okay? Because if you look at your screen, okay. Okay, so here's my live stream, okay? And over here you see the chat window. To the right you see the chat window. All right, so you just go down there. Oh, you did say hi, but I didn't see it. Oh, there you are. Good. Hey, congratulations! You now officially know how to use a live stream. Okay. Okay. So anyway, as I started, as I was started to say, yeah. So just type any questions you have in the chat window. Okay. Okay. So as you started to say, there's a couple of ways to create a table. Normally, the sort of the manual way as you go into our all right, excellent. Okay. So anyway, good. Yeah. This way, if anybody else joins us, they can now anybody who subscribes to my channel can see this live stream and they can join in. And occasionally it does happen at this time frame. But anyway, so there's a couple of different ways to create a table in in R. Okay, good. So there's a couple of different ways to create and populate a table in Postgres. You can come over to here. Okay, come over here. First create your database. I got one called stocks. Then come down to schema. We go to stocks and come up here. You can say create come down here to tables. Do a create table. Okay, then say this is a table called data. Okay, then you click over here and you can say we'll call this date. Okay. Then come over here and say info, say character, and then click save. And now we got a new table called data. Then you can come over here and say right click on the table you want to import data into, and then come over here and say import export. Import. You should have column headers. Come over here. Then come over here to where your data is over here, and then click OK, and that should import it. So that's one way to do it. The other way you can do it is you can write the screen manually. Okay. So I have some sample data here. The first data is country, and it contains a column for entity, which is the country name, and the code, the three-letter code for the actual for the code. Then we have the actual data. Yeah, it's probably because the columns didn't match up. Okay, just follow along here. Okay, and so we got this in the median age. Okay, but let's see if we can import this one here. Yeah, because you have to define the table first. Okay, and the column types have to be the correct column types. But there is another way. Okay, new project. Let's see. This, of course, is ChatGPT. Okay. So let's say we want to create a table called country. Okay. Well, there's a reason why it's not important to data. It's probably because the column type doesn't match what it's seeing. But just follow along here, okay? So we'll come out. Let's see. Entity code. Okay. So now so ChatGPT just created the table for country. Now we're going to create the table for data, the median age. Okay. Because if we look at the diagram, you could see the tables. Okay, I see messenger. Okay, and it says change other mail. Okay, not sure what you're doing. Okay. Yes, again, if the process failed, it's because the columns weren't defined in the correct type probably, okay? You have to look at the code, make sure which columns are numbers and which columns is text, okay? But anyway, so we now just created two tables. I don't know. I can't see your data, okay? I'm trying to show you here how to fix it because you got to make sure you define the tables correctly, okay? So I created two tables here, all right? Okay. But pay attention to what I'm doing here. Because you have to be able to create primary and foreign key fields. That's part of how it's defined in the picture you sent. So now, okay, so we define a primary key first. Then we come down here and we say code text references country code. All right, primary key code year. So let's see if we can import something in here now. Let's see if we can import the data into country. All right. Yeah, see, I got an error also. Okay. Okay, so what you do is you come back up, when you get this one to here, you click on View Processes. All right. And if you come up here, it tells us what the trouble with my data was. Okay, so pay attention. So this is why you got to read the error message. So my problem is I had some null values in the code field. Well, the code field is a primary key, and there can't be any null values in the primary key. Okay. So this means I have to come back over here, okay, come back over to country, so that's why you got to look at your data before you start, so you know exactly what the data looks like. You can send you can send your data here. So the trouble was, again, is that I had okay. So the trouble was, the reason it didn't import the data is because I had some missing some of the. This is a primary key, and you can't have a blank value. You can't have a null value. So some of the things were like continents, and I did have a code associated with it. Oh, hey, Saba, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by the live stream. What are you up to today? Okay. Hey, hi from France. Thanks so much for stopping by, folks. Hello from Indonesia. So what are you people are you data analysts? Are you students? What exactly do you do? Hopefully this isn't a interesting. So let's delete this. Well, thank you so much. Saba. So tell me, Saba, are you a data analyst by trade, or are you a student? What do you do? So are you back? Are you back, Rim? Oh, fantastic! Do you have a college degree? Did you take a like a Coursera? Did you take like a Google Analytics course? Okay, good. So again, what I did, what the error said, there were some null values. Okay, I'll just chat here with the people in the window for a few moments, and let me know when you're ready, Rima. Okay. Anyway, great. So, Saba, did you? Okay, fantastic. So did you, Rihanna? So did you watch my data clean with SQL videos? There's a couple ones out there. Ideally, SQL isn't the best data cleaning tool. You better you better use an Excel or R or Python or something like that. Okay. Yeah. I'll just mention. Oh, by the way, folks, I'd appreciate it if you would, of course, click that subscribe button, then click the like button. I'm going to say, most important of all, click the bell icon next to the video. That way you know when. That way you'll be notified whenever I go live. Okay. When I post the video. So what I'm doing now, I'm trying to. How long does it take for it to expire? Saba, how long does it take for your R session to expire? And you're running R Studio on your computer, or are you using it online? on your laptop. Well, how long does it take for it to time out? The reason could be because you're trying to use maybe because you're trying to also it could be because the program is running really long. It depends on how good your computer is. It depends on how much data you're trying to use. It probably just means that when the time's out, that normally means that it took too long to run the program. Okay. So anyway, the first time I tried to import this code, I got this error message: error. Null value in column of relation country violates non-null constraint. Detail failing non-row complaints, and the reason is because sure. Do you know how much memory or RAM you have on your laptop? Okay, so again, the problem was some of the code. The code is the primary key in the country table, and that cannot be null or blank. And some of them were null because it kind of created it on hand. So let's see if you come back over here now. Okay. Oh man, wait a second. Oh wow. So you basically your storage space is 512 gigabytes. Is that right? Okay, if all you have is 4 gigabytes of RAM, that's the problem, more than likely. Because remember, R does everything in memory. So put your program into memory and then put your data into memory. You probably the data you're trying to use is probably too big. Okay, that could be you should have bought more RAM and less hard drive space. Okay, I got 16 gigabytes of RAM on my computer, and I've had it run really slow sometimes, but never actually had it timed out. But timed out probably means it's basically ran out of memory. Okay. Oh, hey, Eric, thanks for stopping by, friend. I don't recommend it. Okay, I don't recommend it because you only have like a gigabyte of memory. If you want to use, RStudio on a cloud, you want to use Kaggle, okay? Right, but RStudio is just a tool you use to write the code. The language itself is R, okay, and it basically means you're running a. My guess is I'm trying to do more than one thing at one time, Rim. Okay. So let me come and check out the data over here. So let's see if we can get this file to upload now. There you go. So that imported, correctly imported the data. Okay, and the problem was I had some null values in the code field. So let's look at this now. And here's the all right, and there's that. So we fixed the one problem. It's going to be a couple minutes while this downloads here also, okay? Now again, there is a couple ways to do this. Okay, you can actually do it all within Python, but you'd have to install a few extra libraries, I think. Okay, you have to install some basic libraries. So Rim, do you have anything like VS Code installed or Jupyter Notebooks or something like that installed for Python? You probably want to ask your professor for some more time because it's going to be really hard for you to actually get this done at once. So let's come back over here. You don't want to use Python? Well, it's going to be a little harder to do in that case, but you can certainly do it. You're basically going to do. Okay, well, yeah, actually, VS, I mean, do you use what's called, have you ever heard what's called Anaconda? Have you heard of a package called Anaconda? So, well, it can save you some time. Okay, I'll show you in a minute just exactly what I'm going to do, but I'm going to see if I can, I'm waiting for your files to download, okay? Yes, exactly. Anaconda is sort of this it's a fairly large system, but it's basically a package you can go out and download and install Python and Jupyter Notebooks and stuff all at once. Okay, now I don't do it myself, but for someone like you who's first learning programming, yeah, it certainly is one way to do it. I use VS Code, which is free and open source. Okay. Or again, you can go out, or you can try to install. That's something a little different. Okie dokie. So let's come over here now. Oh, that's not work. That didn't work, did it? Crap. Okay, so here's the other table, enable content. Delete this. All right. File, save as. we'll get rid of this data here. See, that's why you always need to look at your data and find out what's exactly there. Okay. Okay, it looks like your data is finally downloaded. Yeah, yes, yeah, you definitely want to try to upgrade your RAM on your computer to, I'd say, a minimum of 8 gigabytes of RAM, okay? Okay. Okay, so now our data should be clean. Okay. So let's see what she sent me here. I'll be back in just one moment. So who else is still here in the chat with us? Let's go back and say hi again, because your names are scrolled off of the screen here. I thought I created 2 tables. Oh. Okay, well that'll work. We'll put the data in. Hey, hey, good. Let's see. Okay, let's take a look at your data here. Okay, let's take a look at your data here. So you got commodities, you got this. Let's just take a quick look here. Okay. Now, is that all the tables you have, or just part of them? That's it? Okay. Okay. So let's create a database called, I don't know. Oh, I think I already created that one, didn't I? Didn't I already create that? Now, it doesn't make any difference what we call it, okay? Okay. So we need to take a look at the data here. Let's take a look at the next one. Which platform? What do you mean platform? I'm using Postgres. This is Windows 10. Is that what you mean? Did you get any written instructions for the project? Exactly what you're supposed to do? Okay. Okay. So how many rows do we have? Let's see. 103 rows over here. Now the trouble is, you generally don't want to have spaces in your column names. Okay. So this is why you want to look up all your why you want to open up the data and look at it manually. So that's the first one. Did your instructor say anything about primary or foreign keys, anything like that? So this would be a, these should all here be numeric fields, okay? So let's come over here. Let's just start again. You see what I'm doing here? All I'm doing is just type, I'm telling it to create a table with these column headings, okay? Let's go back over here now. So let's try to create the first table. So that worked. Okay. Let's start back up here. Now, we could what is auto increment? Okay, this is too big. So what we do is, let's do this other one over here first. That was national. So we're going to create another table. Not going to worry about that, I guess. Let's see. So you see, again, all I'm doing, I'm taking the column headings and I'm simply using well, it's called MPI subnational, but since we know it's MPI, I'm just not going to put the MPI on there. I don't know what it is. It's your data, but the file is called MPI subnational.csv, and that's the one we're creating right now. Okay. And I'll send you an email with this code in it, okay? So you can go back and create your tables yourself. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. So there were 3 files, right? Oh, so there was a country one. All right. Okay. Okay. So let's come back over here then. Okay. Yeah, I found the other one. I found the other one. Okay, so let's look at let's do countries next. I'll be right back in just 2 shakes of a dog's tail. Okay. Okay. Okay, now if you look here, there's going to be a problem right here because it's going to think that this is a number, okay? Then it's going to come down here and it's going to see a letter. It's probably not going to import this thing in. It may not import this in. I'm not really sure how important this is, okay, at this point, but so that's countries. Let's just come back over here. What do we just create? Okay. So let's come back over here now. And again, all I'm doing is taking the, come back over here and I'm going to say, Yeah, countries. Hey, so besides Rim, who else is still with us out there? I'd appreciate if you just pop back in the chat and say hi again, so I know if you know if you're actually still here. No, I don't. I don't know talent. No, I'm simply a data analytics guy. Now, the thing to keep in mind is okay. Well, this video will be up later on. So you should go back and watch it where you left off. I'll go ahead and send you the SQL code so you can actually go ahead and create the tables when you get a chance. And for you folks who are still with me here, you can see how easy it is to use ChatGPT to create database tables. All it gives is the table name and the column and the column headings. And I could also say, you know, create a primary key on this field here, create a foreign key on this field here, and so forth. Okay. But let's see if we can get this thing done over here now. Very good. So let's do a refresh. Schemas. public, tables, countries, national, subnational. All right, good. Good, good, good. What else do we have over here then? So we got countries, we got national, we got subnational. Let's just open this up in the editor and fix the column headings. Now there's no guarantee that this is actually going to work. Okay, and this should create the final tape. Let's do a refresh again. Down here, commodity. Okay, good. So that takes care of the data for this. So I'll go ahead and save this. All the way back up here. But again, I want to, I know I sound a bit like a broken record, but you see how easy it is to create database tables with using ChatGPT. And I could even say, hey, go back and create me a, go back and create me 20 records for the, let's do that. Let's say, let's create 20 records. Okay. Let's see if we can actually do some. Now, there could be a problem with this data here because it's got comma in the middle of text columns, text fields. All right, so you can do that. You can go in and say, so we got that. So now we got all the tables created. Let me see something over here. I think I did create a oh, there she is. There. Let's also go back over here. And you can see, and it created some data here, okay? Okay, what we'll do here is I'll just attach the and if anyone's interested in the code, okay, if anybody's interested in the SQL code for this project, I'm not including the data, but as you can see, you can actually create sample data yourself, okay? But there's where the actual code is. All right. Now, we got so we got this now. Now the question is, are these columns going to work? That's the problem. Saba, are you still with me there? Eric, are you there? Eric, are you still with me there? Okay, so now the easy part's done. Okay. The question is, now, so let's do this. You know what, let's do? Let's just see what happens here. Commodity, trade, CSV, options, header. I'll be surprised if some of these work, because there is some funky data in there a little bit. running. Okay. So you're trying to import a fair amount of data here. Failed. Okay. Okay, let's try to do a second one. Let's do a different one then. And we'll come back. Countries. Anything else? This is what? Countries again? So the error is because some of the fields had. Okay, here's the problem right here. Why is that? Have quotes in. Okay. What's next? Countries, okay. Let's try national. Oops. National worked. Oh, okay. What'd you have for supper? I think if you check your chat, okay, you'll see that I sent you a link to the SQL code I used to create these tables. Excellent, very good. Okay, yeah. So all you have to do is open up PGAdmin. All right. All you have to do is open up PGAdmin. Let's just. So all you got to do is open up PGAdmin. Okay. So when were you given this assignment? So come down to the database. Table spaces, databases. Come down to here, to where your database is. Right click, use query tool. Okay. Well, I haven't got all the tables to import yet. That's going to take a few tries. So you open up the SQL script. Then you just copy all this code here, okay, into your query window, and you run it. And that's one way to create the tables. All right. Let's get rid of this. And that's how you create the tables as part of your database. Now, as I've said, so far I've tried to and that's how you create the tables for your database. No, the script makes the tables. It doesn't import the data. Okay. And so far, out of commodity, countries, and national, the only file I was able to import so far was national, okay? Let's try national. I'm going to national, right click, import export. Subnational. Okay, good. Make sure you got headers turned on. Now this, and again, it only the littlest thing can make the import fail. Okay. Okay, so the good news is you can go ahead and import national and subnational tables. You can go into PG Admin right now, create, go into your database, create the tables, and see if you can import national and subnational. Okay. Let's take a look at subnational. See what this is. View all rows. And there's the data for the subnational table. Total rows 984. All right. Now, let's come back up here and try to import the commodity again, so you can see the error. Okay, what's your question? So let's see if we can import the commodity file. Yes. Download the file, open the file in an editor, and then copy and paste the code into your PG admin tool, like I showed you. Okay. Okay. So, commodity trade failed. Okay. We open up this. What it tells us is there's a problem with the numeric field. It's saying with precision 15. Well, so here's what we do. Okay. And this is where another area where ChatGPT can be really helpful, and that is troubleshooting numbers. Copy the table description. Okay. A link to install what? Okay. Oh, you can use any tool you want to. I mean, you could use you could just use Notepad. It doesn't make any difference. You can just go you can just use Notepad if you want to, or you can go to Google and just search for Notepad++. Either way, it doesn't make any difference. I just have Notepad++ installed. That's all. That's not right. So let's see if ChatGPT will tell us how to fix the error. Okay. I'll just make a change to the code and send that back over to you. Okay. Let's just come back over here now. So I'll send you the revised code if this works. Okay. Let's go back down there to commodity trade. Right click. Did it finish? Or is it still running? I don't know. I'll send you the updated script to fix that, hopefully fix that problem. We'll have to wait till that finishes. Oh, it finished. That fixed the problem. Yeah, so I'll send you the corrected SQL code once I get this finished running. If you can either use the if you already imported the data, okay, or if you already built the tables, all you got to do is come back over here and use this statement right here to fix it. But if you haven't done it already, you can open up the script, okay, the commodity trade, come down to quantity, change in, yes, yeah, national, is that right? Yeah, national and subnational work. Okay, so if you look at the code, okay, if you look at the code, just come down to commodity trade, quantity, change this number to 25,2, okay? And there you can see the data, all right? So, what do we got to do? I think the last one is national, or countries, okay? So that's in the if you open up the script and scroll down to where it says commodity trade, all right, change where it says quantity, change it to 25,2, okay? So the last way I think we need to do is just country. Or country. So let's run this again. I got an error on this one also, but let's see what happens. Failed. Okay, so the problem is the commas and the periods, okay? Yeah. So what we might do is open countries up in a Excel. So what we might do is just convert that column to just an integer. See if that works. Yeah, because you can't have commas or periods within a column itself, because once it's treated as a numeric it doesn't understand it. So the tuple's probably right here. Okay, so let's change this to I didn't change anything in the country script. What I'm doing is I'm changing the data up here. Okay, good. So if this works, I'll send you the change I made. I made to the. You know, it could just be it could just be the comma, but that's okay. If this works, I just came in here, okay. Yes, I said that the trouble was we had commas in these numbers, and you can't have commas, okay. You have to have you can have periods, but you can't have commas, okay. So if this works, I'll send you this revised file. Okay, countries. Oh, this looks good. It finished. Ho ho! What's your email address? I'll send it. Maybe, yeah, what's your email address? I'll send it to your email address. So let's check and make sure it's here. Let's do a view, first 100 rows. So now all the data is there, all right? That took a little bit of time. But what I want you to understand is how I use ChatGPT in order to do this whole project here. All right. So I'll tell you what. I'm going to go ahead and end this session right here. Let me see something here. I'll see if I can attach the country file to the. Okay, I just sent the revised country file to you in chat. Okay, and I'll send you the revised SQL script. Okay, and there's the revised SQL script. So this script and the data should in yeah, but I went in and I changed the column names. Let me see something here. Let's come back up because the other thing it is I changed the name of the columns. The only change in the script is was the one in commodities. Okay. But I just sent you the revised script in chat, okay? What am I trying to do here? I wonder if I could. This may be too big, but we'll see what happens. Okay. What's your email address? And I'll send the files with the corrected file names in it. I wonder if this will work. It worked? What, you mean you're able to create the tables? That may be too big, but we'll see. Okay. Okay. So send me. I need your email address so I can send you the corrected files. Or I could maybe do it on Google Drive or something like that. I don't know. No, I do not know that. No. But I'm sure there's videos on YouTube to show you how to use it. It's saying I don't have any. Oh man, it's saying I don't have an internet connection. I'm connected. So I'm going to put this file to date and up on my Google Drive, and I'll give you the link to that. Okay, good. Oh, I don't know. What can we do to get this data to you here? Let's see. Okay, so I just sent you 3. All right, because remember, I changed the column heading names. Okay, so in order to get my script to work, you go out there and use my modified data files. Let's do one more thing right now. Shoot. Now let's just compress this one here. 126 megabytes. Oh, let's see if this will work. Okay, so, shoot. What is your email address? So I got to send you the commodity file, and it's too big. Oh, here you are. Okay. I got your email address. Let's see. I got you. This may not work either. Oh, man. Shoot. Okay. What did we change in the commodity file? Shoot. So, because you got everything else. Okay. Let's see something here. So, here, in order to get the commodity data to import, you need to change the column headings so they look like this. Okay. Mainly, what I did, I just came in and I just added underscore. So check the column headings, open up the commodity file in Excel or a browser or something like that, and make sure the column headings look like this. Okay, because that is that's to be the last thing you have to do. You sure it worked? Okay. You know, what you want to do is You want to come back over to PG admin. All right. Okay, it could have been I didn't actually change anything in commodity. That's also a possibility. So you'll come back down to your servers, go to server 14. Okay. Let's see, databases. Come down to your database, okay. Then come down to your schema, all the way down to tables. Okay, good. So you'll come back down to your database, then right-click on a table and select View, and select the first 100 rows, just to make sure the data is there. Okay. So do this for all 4 of your tables. Just do a view and make sure there is in fact data there. Okay. And with that, I'm going to say goodbye. We've been at this for a couple hours now. How long? Almost 2.5 hours. So it's time to bring this session to a close. Again, be sure to click the bell icon to be notified whenever I go live, as well as subscribe and click the like button. Of course, be sure to share these videos and the Caribou Data Science channel with your friends who may be in a similar situation to you. Okay. Anyway, that's it for today. Again, I'll be streaming again at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, which is about 3 p.m. your, no, 9 p.m. my time is, what? I don't know, what, 3 or 4 a.m. But you know what? This is Wednesday, this is Thursday. So I may do an afternoon stream tomorrow, Friday, but that'll be the last stream until Sunday evening. My official stream schedule is Monday through Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, but I'm considering adding a few extra afternoon streams like this one here. So anyway, I'm glad we got you up and running. Now you're on your own. Okay. Again, I want to make sure, don't forget about ChatGPT. Okay, you could ask ChatGPT to recommend some ETL or EDA exported data analysis with this database, and it'll give you a list of suggestions. And you can say, well, write the SQL code for this question here, and it'll write the SQL code for you. So you need to get really friendly with ChatGPT, okay? Because it really is a phenomenal tool. But anyway, I'm glad we got you up and running again, Rim, and hopefully I'll see you maybe tomorrow afternoon, maybe or Sunday evening, something like that. We'll see, okay? But Monday through Thursday, officially 9 p.m. Thanks so much. Again, I'm glad we got you up and running. We'll catch